afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, August 21st, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Allow yourself to disappear into bliss. No need to wait for the perfect moment to merge with the bliss within. Bliss is available to all of us always because we, the God within these bodies, are it. So dive in, swim in the deep, vast pool of bliss inside each and every one of us. We are bliss consciousness. Celebrate it. Share it. Now, because of all of the happenings, and there's a lot of people that are struggling, trying to find a way to, the old adage, the old saying, make ends meet. And this is all about empowering ourselves. The very first step in empowering ourselves begins with realizing that the society, the external world, economic state, has nothing to do with our ability to manifest anything, job, income, career, anything. We are independent of this because by nature we are an all-powerful manifesting being. Our thoughts manifest into things, and the connection we have with the intelligent universe is profound. Whatever we are dreaming up is what becomes true for us. If the media and everyone tells you that these are difficult times and it's hard to get by, don't believe them. You can have whatever you want, and if you believe them, you're just claiming yourself to be powerless and dismissing the fact that you're always connected to the God source. Our ability to manifest any income, any form of wealth that we want is defined by how deeply we realize the intimate connection that we have with this unstoppable spiritual force inside of us. And yes, as an individual, we are a more powerful manifester than our wildest dreams can imagine. And truly, we have the ability to shift the consciousness of this planet by doing one thing. See? But your ego mind, watch out for your ego mind. Hold your attention in a positive direction. Hold your attention in a positive direction. By constantly visualizing yourself and this planet as whole, healed, abundant, and in perfect harmony, you enforce this change. As we change our inner world, this energy sparks, reflects, and eventually manifests into our outer world. We are interconnected to the whole in more ways than we can intellectually understand. So you just choose to ask yourself, are you ready to learn the secret to creating abundance in your life? So you first start by visualizing yourself jumping up and down with excitement because massive abundance is heading your way. Then start jumping up and down physically every morning. And at first, ego mind might say, this is stupid. What are you doing this for? But try jumping up and down physically every morning. Feel what it's like. to be working in your dream life, career, money, whatever, and that you're receiving, whether you're getting paid very well or whatever it may be, and you're having fun with everyone around you. Focus on following your life's purpose rather than just scraping by, surviving day by day. When you dedicate your life to focusing on the greater health and well-being of this planet for the future children to enjoy, you will get inspired. This will give you the energy and motivation to implement these simple steps and attract that personal economic situation that is easy and effortless. The only way out for Americans to avoid an extraordinary economic decline in the years ahead is for them to experience that field of inner peace and intelligence with their own consciousness. Ron Robbins. Now, some of us may say that we don't have a choice in how we are responding to our outer crisis, if we're having one, and yet we do. Buying into the panic out there and fear you'll collect from the TV will only recycle, and the internet only recycle that negativity back into the system and worsen the current state of the economy. Why do you think they have economies? According to the laws of attraction, like attracts like. A healthy global economy begins to exist when we have a multitude of conscious, globally minded individuals working with a positive focus together towards the most important goals of our time, healing ourselves internally and our planet externally. It is this decision and consciousness alone that becomes the foundation for everything that manifests in our future. When this shifts, everything else in our world will change along with it. Our mind is a powerful magnet that will attract to you the things you identify yourself with. If you have sad thoughts, you will attract tragedies. If you are a good man, you will attract the company of good people. Alfredo Karras. Another important commitment that will turn you into a manifesting magnet is to choose to spend less time in conflict with others and more time enjoying what you have in common. It's about raising your vibration, seeing that an economic challenge is an opportunity for growth, and a deeply, truly loving in disguise. It causes everyone to stop taking their lives for granted and start appreciating what they have here, now. Visualize your current economic situation getting better right now. Abundance is flowing in and easily manifesting. This change in consciousness is vital and necessary for you to enjoy your life. When we look at the world through the lenses of abundance, we can clearly see all of the abundance that is present in our lives. When we live tomorrow knowing that this world is an abundant place where all of us can experience infinite riches, we begin to see this abundance materialize in everyone's daily life. You are a creator. You create with your every thought. Abraham Hicks. Your thought and emotional patterns are highly powerful magnets that attract whatever matches their frequencies. The world is already now brimming with an abundance of opportunities, beauty, support, love, resources, energy, and expansive experiences. The only way we can truly see and experience this is by shifting our perspective. Choose to wake up every morning this week with the mindset that you are stepping completely out of all poverty consciousness and continually stepping into thinking abundantly. Thinking abundantly. This little shift will create miracles in your life alone, not to mention spread out into everyone's life around you. Change starts with one person. And as you individually step into your most empowered thinking, you will automatically bring change to the world. Here are 3 practical things you can do to manifest a new enlightening wealth. Adopt a daily manifestation routine. You will shift your consciousness to being solidly rooted in abundance when you are thinking, feeling, talking, acting, breathing, and living like an abundant being who is personally supported by the universe. And what that means is that you have no doubt. You trust the universe yourself implicitly. You don't even have a hair follicle of doubt that wealth and abundance is coming to you through the universe. Manifesting routine inspires us so that we are feeling like an unstoppable success, which will increase our natural manifesting abilities, moving energy into form, creating a reality. It is as important or more than brushing your teeth every day. As you repeat your personal manifesting feel-good experiences every day, your energy will skyrocket, and you'll see the infinite possibilities that abound in our economy. We have created 8 powerful habits. And those habits make conscious choices with your money. Do you love where your money is going? If your money is going towards companies that are destroying this world, then you are still creating the problem. Imagine what would happen if everyone started investing in the companies that are good for our health, for our environment, and for our emotional well-being. All unhealthy and environmentally toxic products will lose all their market share, forcing many companies to rethink their product lines and environmental practices in order to survive. We have so much power as consumers. We even have the power to buy less fuel by adding new technology to our cars. Now, wouldn't it be a good idea to put the money towards things that don't destroy the environment? Toxicity, unhealthy. Where we spend our money tells people what we are devoting our energy and time towards. Where we are spending our money tells people where we are devoting our energy and time towards. Follow the environmental trend. If we want to feel super good and have fun making money, check out all the new companies that are dedicated to supporting a green planet and thriving off reusable energy. The big markets in this world now are actively going environmentally green, participating in using reusable resources that contribute to the sustainability of the society's overall health and well-being. Everyone will be choosing alternative means for fuel and electricity that have a green impact on our environment and reduce future environmental costs. The money will be made in companies that are 100% green and truly environmental. If we invest our time with conscious companies that are committed to cleaning up our environment and empowering others, then we spread this kind of well-being into our world. Think about that. It's very important to understand that, and a lot of people, they just don't understand, evidently. It's concentrating. See, when we go into the now, and we focus only on the now, and we still the mind and ego, this is the time where we ask for what we want. And not generalities, and not 100 things, but specifically, through the heart mind, state what it is that you want. It doesn't matter what it is, just that you're asking for it to be. That's the key. Doesn't matter what it is, just that you're asking for it to manifest. So when you focus on this, the universe responds every time. And then you get people that'll say, talk to the universe about what? I don't believe that stuff. It's just garbage anyway. What's the universe going to do for me? And I've had people say that. Silly. But see, here's the clincher. You, all of us, are the universe. And the universe is us. And we are the God. And the God is us. So what does that tell you? When you're asking the God, the universe within you. Not out there. In here. But you let go. You don't hang. People hang on to things. They hang on them. I can't let this go. I really want this, and I've got to hold on to it. Some people hold on to things for years. So through your heart minds, what do you think, what do you believe, why so many on this planet are in the opposite direction? So many on this planet are impoverished, starving. Does it make any sense? And why is that? It's because of how they are. It's about what they believe. That's it in a nutshell. How they are and what they believe. Now, some people have it down. Some people know. They know innately. They don't talk about money all the time and how they don't have it. They don't talk about that stuff. They enjoy life. That's it. They enjoy this life. And that's it gets frustrating because when you know that everybody has the same power. So why are they impoverished? Why are they homeless? Why? Do they believe maybe that that's the way life is? And that's so far from the truth, it's just unreal. Because understand that we're all one. The gods are all one. We make up the one God, so we're all God. And we have this omnipotently powerful being within us that anything that being asks for, we get. And you'd be surprised what happens, because all of a sudden a lot of the things you wanted, you don't really care to have anymore. Plus it just takes up space. But see, what happens is that when we make a commitment, when we ask the universe, genuinely through our heart mind, we've got to choose to stay away from expectation and attachment. That's tough for people. They want to hang on to it. And they want to think about it, and they want to fixate on it. They want to focus on it all the time. But when they truly once they ask, then they let go. And then they forget about it. There's the confidence. The confidence is that good with them and that strong that that's all they do. They ask, they do in detail, not haphazardly, and then they let it go. And they have no idea when or if or where at all. And they really don't care, because they know the universe is going to deliver. They know it. Now, they also know that it may not, however it happens, however it works, they know that they're going to receive it. You see how strong of a trust that we can carry with ourselves? There's no questioning. It's a done deal. And we walk away from it. And people say, well, what about something else? Well, you do the same thing, one thing at a time. You state it and give it out there to the universe, and then you let it go. You don't fixate on it and think about it and talk about it all the time, because that's pushing it. You're forcing something. And when you try to do that, the universe takes it away. You don't get it. Because the reason you're forcing it is because you get in a hurry. Okay? And you get impatient. You ever done that? Well, I think we all have. I don't think any of us are exempt from it. But we get impatient. So we just come. I got to get this going. What is this? I mean, it's literal. Understanding that all of us have that power. It's astronomical. Yet, we have people that are suffering on this planet this very now. And until they open up to themselves and understand, what am I doing impoverished? Why am I struggling? This is ridiculous. There's no reason for it. So I'm going to change it. That's what happens. They change it. They're not interested in poverty, struggle, financial struggle, fear, anxiety. And another thing I've said to people, you got to let go. And then they say, well, and then I say, what are you letting go of? And then they sit there and they go, I really don't know. That's when you go into the now. That's when you go into meditation. And then you ask the God within. You ask questions for answers. It's all about focusing on what we want, not what we don't want. Unfortunately, the majority of people focus on what they don't want, and they get what they don't want. Okay? Not necessarily do they know it, but they get it. The universe answers them. You see how important and imperative it is that we learn to focus on positive, uplifting things. And when we get into a dip, we identify with gratitude. Grateful that you have a bed to sleep in. Or grateful that you have an overpass to sleep under when it's raining or snowing. I kid you not. I mean, it's always being in gratitude. And when the gratitude flows, everything opens up. It's when you get angry and tense and irritated and frustrated in the ego and the mind, when it's just miscombobulated. Everything is just here and two. And that's what it takes for any of us to have a life, a paradise life. And it doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if you're homeless. Doesn't matter if you have 2 pennies. Doesn't matter. There's the trust, with it, and no doubt. Say, most don't have the trust in themselves, nor the trust in the universe. And you ask yourself, do I trust myself? I mean, seriously, ask yourself that question. Do you trust yourself? You really don't know, do you? A lot of us don't, because we never ask it. We never think to ask it. But it's a good thing to ask it. And we find out. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure that we all are. And the first thing, it's always the first thing, relax our bodies. From head to toe, inside and out. You know, there's some visual things that you can do where when you close your eyes and you're in meditation, you picture yourself in a hammock. And it's tied between 2 trees. Trees are really good size. They shade. And you got the sun peeking through some areas, but you close your eyes and you can see the flickering of the sun between the leaves. And you're lying there. And you're not thinking, worrying, stressing, fearing about anything. You're kind of like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, you're not sleeping, but you're in between. I mean, you're in between sleeping and not sleeping. And you get real relaxed and comfortable, and you just stay there. It's like maybe when you're reading a book or something, you put the book on your chest and you just zonk right out, and you can feel the outdoor air, the sunlight, the breeze, and you're just in seventh heaven. And not a stressed bone in your body. And you can hear, maybe it seems way off in the distance, a lawnmower, maybe a dog barking. You might hear children laughing, but it's far away. You barely hear it. And just think about that state. We've all been there. And carry it through to the now. See, that's the now when you're totally relaxed. No worries, stresses, or fears. You stilled the ego mind and the subconscious mind. You're not participating with it. There's no noise or chatter or nothing. You're not thinking about anything. And then you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. And then all of these have this heaviness and frustration and fear and anxiety. They all just melt away. They're gone. You're not dragging them with you anymore. They're all gone. And this is when we all are in that now moment, in the now, the space between heartbeats, our breath. Our breath is the now. Most of us don't focus on our breath. In fact, we shallow breathe. Some of us at times don't even breathe. So it's like when you decide that you're going to go into the now, you know you're going to relax, and you know that your breath is going to be the now, and you take breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. This sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God. The soul comes into the body, powers it up, the lungs start to function, produce oxygen, oxygenate the blood, the organs, everything. So the breath is divine positive energy because it holds us, focuses us, relaxes us, energizes us, strengthens us. So a lot of times, all tens of millions of thoughts all over the place, but they aren't our thoughts. What we wander, we all do it. We'll just, hitch a ride with one of the clouds passing by, and we're off onto other things, other thoughts. But when we do that, and it's imperative that we're gentle, kind, generous, humble, in deep gratitude with ourselves. So when we do wander off, we'll just say, yeah, it's no big deal. I'll just focus on my breath and I'll be in the now. You'll be in the now every single time, 3,000% of the time. And not an issue. Simpler, do you think? Some of us, all of us have memories and we reminisce with them and we have a good time with them. Others we refer to that we had challenges and memories, and then we use that to make sure we don't do it again. Now, we don't stay there, though. See, that's the past. And there really isn't a past. It's just an elephant graveyard, a bunch of dead nows that are no more because they're past. But some of us will stay there. We'll stay in that past, that elephant graveyard. We'll keep reliving those experiences over and over again. And what happens is that then what we do is we drag that past into a future that doesn't exist. create that future from that past, relive that past and that future. That's why a lot of people say, well, no matter what we do, we always end up here. Some of us are going to the future. It does exist because we create the future in the now. But we still do it. I think all of us do at times. I don't think any of us are exempt from it. And then what happens is that we begin to understand things about why would I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to stay in the now. There's no reason for me to be conflicted, worried, stressed, and feared all the time. So then we practice staying in the now. Going into the future, the future it's not there. It's in the now. We create it in the now. So you jump into the future and you wonder, how come I haven't gotten this? Or why isn't this happening to me? Why isn't that? I'm long overdue for this. I'm long overdue for that. See, and reason is because we expect, we attach, we have expectations, attachments. And then, okay, what happens when that doesn't happen? We suffer. So the now is all we have. The now is where we stay and where we choose to stay. These bodies that we're in, higher self, spirit, soul, the ego mind, the heart mind, the subconscious mind, all one. We also know that we have parts of ourselves that are awake. And then there's other parts of us that are dead asleep. You couldn't wake them up with a bucket of ice water. But they're still with us. It's not like, what do? We dump part of ourselves off somewhere? No, they're always with us. It's just that they don't hear us, they don't participate in meditations. So we reach out to all the particles of ourselves that are consciously aware, such as all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And that includes all the ones here on this planet, on it, in it, above it, and below it. It includes everywhere. All galaxies, all universes, all existences. Now they come in the Googleplexes. One Googleplex fills this entire universe. There isn't even a square inch of sacred space to spare. And not only that, they come in trillions of Googleplexes from every direction. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest eternal gratitude, and be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And this includes all of the galactics, all of the off-worlders, all of the celestials, all of the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Christ, El Morya, Vedantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. The archangels, the cherubim, seraphim, the archetypes. The Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, the Nords, the Greys, the Reptilians. All of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, beneath earth, Agartha. All of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. All of us. We're a part of each other. Yet all of us, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, the off-worlders, the celestials and the galactics, have been assisting in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. The archangels, their civilization vibrate in a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But we do meet with them. We don't recognize them right away. It's usually after, and then we just dawns on us that must have been an angel. And they always give us the same message. It's just delivered in just massive ways. And it is, isn't it? Absolutely magnificent, magna glorious, stupendous to be alive in these bodies. And that's bliss. Now, they can surround any one of us into tens of thousands because of their vibrational frequency. They can hold a large number in a small area. Ascended masters have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold pure consciousness God form. We are mastering physical form, creating our experiences to perfect our creation. And the light energy beings, some of them on this planet, which we have never seen before, because the eyes we have with these bodies doesn't allow us to do so. We only see 1% of what is. But the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And we're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand. In full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all love. And we're all God. And our God force, love, light, energy is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This light emanates from the God force, love, light, energy in each and every single one of us. It is so brilliant, it would take 1 billion trillion suns to even come close to it. And it actually grays out the darkness of sacred space. And we're flooding this planet 24/7, every day. Flooding this planet, all of our brothers and sisters, everywhere. On it, in it, above it, and below it. The highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. Peace. Gratitude. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. We begin to ascend above the planet, and we're immediately met with this huge ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. And it's reflecting everywhere. Up, down, backwards, forwards, sideways. And it's massive light, multicolored flashes of light. Everywhere. And so we focus on the reflection point and we go right to it in these little tiny microscopic etched mirrors. So we go into them and we discover that all of us are teaching and learning from each other. We're either students or we're teachers. Always. Picture that. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we are literally encased, head to toe, inside now, with a white fire armor. This armor emanates from the God force, love, light, energy within each and every single one of us. And nothing can harm us ever. Ever. No lower dark matter, survivor matter frequencies, no demon possessions, attachments, or anything. Ever. 24/7. Yet, only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, through hatred, greed, anger, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, depression, you will, whether consciously or unconsciously, create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you're met with 2 columns of light right away. The purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we created that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute those lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized, gone. We're then met with the violet ray, right behind the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray, cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor and restoring our vibrational harmony of the highest and the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest, eternal love. Gratitude and peace. We're then met with a golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we created, that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the sunsets and the sun rises. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the sky and the clouds. We are the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the oceans. We are the trees, the forest, the soils. Everything is us, and we are everything. So the next time you see a rainbow, a sunset, a sunrise, a mountain view, a rainstorm, whatever, it is you. You're the beauty. You're the divinity. You're the majesty. You're the love. You're the shine. All of us are. We always have been. We always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. That's what the gods inside of these bodies are. We continue to ascend above the planet. Some of us step outside our physical form and float effortlessly above it. Why do we do this? Because we can if we're carrying physical form. And we're immediately met by this massive crystalline light tower that we created that's larger than this solar system. In the center of it is this huge oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere is this massive golden white bowl of light. And surrounding it are numerous rings of light, different vibrant colors. And they're all saturating us in this sparkly energy, head to toe, inside and out. It's not like water, it's energy. And we discovered that the golden white bowl of light is the highest of the highest, highest, deepest, purest, eternal love. Then we have gratitude. Then we have peace. Then we have joy and bliss. Then we have well-being, great wealth, great prosperity, great abundance. And then we discover at the top of this, and all of that's flooding everything, but at the top of this crystal light tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it's doing right now, 24/7. And this is the highest of the deepest, 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 purest, 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 eternal love. And it's flooding all of us 24/7. It never stops, head to toe, inside out. All you do is go into silence and just be. And you'll feel it. Now this golden ocean, we are drops of it and we hold its essence. And the golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We created this sphere over 3.5 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of them. Over 1,500. They don't weaken or disappear. They increase their energy. And that's flooding this planet. On it, in it, above it, and below it. 24/7. 24/7. And the sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify and continues to expand. Remember, you, all of us, are creators. And we create with our every thought. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Easy breath in through the nose, and easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. Remember always that we are what we intend. What we think, every thought that we generate, we create every single thought, no exceptions, whether it's really bad, good, or spectacular. Follow your thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts. Concentrate on what you want all the time. Because it's easy for us to go, I really don't want that. And we're going to get it. So you see, always focus on the now and what you want. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. We will return here Sunday, August 22nd, 2020.